Nightcap is a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't get alone. Nightcap, yeah! Pour a drink, dirty or virgin. Common water, or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello, and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and I'm wearing suspenders because I look like an old man. Look at this. I legitimately look like an old man. Okay, just ignore the pooch. And old man butt. All right. All right, there we go. This is my free cams. All right, and this is my wonderful, and my name is Richard Pucci, and I have some tension tamer tea. Thank you, Coco Peru. And this is Miss Joy. I'm a real internet personality, Nickens.
Yo.
Yes, she is a real internet personality.
Totally. I'm wearing a bear.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute. I love it. And what are you drinking today? Air.
Hopes and dreams. Yep. Bunch of air.
Excellent. You're freezing?
No, I was like, I didn't bring anything this time. I should have water, but I didn't bring it here.
I was going to say, didn't last time you actually had alcohol?
Yeah, I finished it. Oh. Now I don't have anything.
Oh, that's okay, Joy. That's all right. So we have a very special show for you today. I'm going to talk about something that I never thought that I would talk about. That is the fact that Cupid, my other half, loves RuPaul's Drag Race. And so I don't have the drag gene. I believe that there is a gene in your system that gives you the want and the will to watch drag. Some people, you're born with it. It isn't, yes, it's an acquired taste. You can deal with it, but the gasping and like, oh, Valentina. I don't have that. Now, do you have the gene? Do you have the drag queen gene?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I have the ability to watch drag shows.
Okay.
I've seen them in real life, and they've been so funny and wonderful. But in terms of watching the drag race shows, no.
Okay.
I mean, on TV, I mean.
Yeah, no. You know what? I don't like, I understand the beauty of it, the characterizations, how you could be campy or you can be completely serious. I get it. It's just not for me. So I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race, which I do. And it's funny. Blanket statement, I hate it. Like, I just did not like drag at any way, shape, or form. And then I randomly started watching. Sometimes when we are in the car, I will do this like Italian grandmother thing or Jewish grandmother thing. And I'll be talking in this voice in the car. And randomly he showed me this drag queen who does like a voice like that. And I was like, oh, like, I'm like, I love her. And so I've been watching Coco Peru's videos.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yes. There's a great video where Coco Peru is looking for a tea that has been discontinued. And it's great. She's walking around a Target. No, not even a Target. She goes to Target. It's not there. And then she ends up going to like Kmart and it's not there. And she's talking about the fluorescent lights. And then it's death on a aging drag queen. And it's hilarious. And then further investigation, like about her as like a person, is that she does like one woman shows. Like that's her shtick. Like it's not like all like lip syncing. It's like storytelling and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that in a while.
Yeah. I like Coco Peru. So just because of Cupid, I now like Coco Peru and watching that sort of stuff, which I never thought that I would say. So, but yeah, so RuPaul's Drag Race, there's a shady vote off because it's the All-Star season. And in the All-Star season, instead of lip syncing for your life, you lip sync for your legacy. And the winner gets to remove one person, but they have to put the lipstick in there. TTs. And then unveil who they want to get rid of. And they got rid of the person that I wanted to win. And who the person who had the best track record. And she had never been on the bottom until that week. And I don't even think she deserved to be on the bottom. That's a secret from me to you. So, okay, I'm done. Woo, I covered something that I watched.
Good for you. I'm so excited.
Right? Because I am trying to be supportive. Hashtag making it work.
Hey.
Hashtag making it work.
I only know about these shows because of the podcasts I listen to, which are mega gay. And I thought, am I not gay enough? Because I don't know these shows.
Oh, I just forgot. I saw something.
What?
You saying that reminded me of something.
Oh, go ahead.
I saw a real life comedy show. It was my Christmas present.
Oh, really?
I saw Nicole Byers from Nailed It. I did. I saw Nicole Byers.
When was that?
2 Fridays ago.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Yes. No, she's so great in real life. Oh my gosh. And like at the start of her show, she's like, I know you're going to say it. I know you're going to say it. Everybody always says it. She said, so I'm giving you permission one time. Come on, say it. Nailed it. And then I was like, nailed it. I was like, and then it was so great. And then somebody took a picture. Somebody took a picture on the Twitter. And we actually had preferred seating. So we were up towards the front. And you can see Cupid, the back of Cupid's head. Okay, so this is how she looked, right? She's so cute. And like she looks bigger. She looks bigger on TV.
Yeah, she doesn't seem that big here.
Yeah, no, she's not big at all. So that's the lights. And then you see that head right there?
Yeah.
That's cute. That's Cupid's head.
Aww.
So we were like all up in the front. And then it was time to leave. And like we got up to leave. And he was like, do you want to say hi to her? And I was like, no, it's okay. And we were walking out and I was like, yeah, I want to. But I didn't want to. Because like, what do you say? You just be like, I don't know. Like I love you. But that's why we're all there. Like do you know what I mean? And the crazy thing too is that he kept on talking about the fact that it was a mix. Like there were a lot of millennials there, but a lot of like comedy, like older people, like comedy fans there. So that was the part that I thought was cool, that she's like intergenerational. And there was this white lady that kept on laughing, and she would laugh with her entire body. And Nicole was like, I can't look over there. And she's like, I want to put you in my pocket. You're just, oh. And yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then she is. And then she talked about that show in her podcast because Cupid listens to it. Because this lady was like Nicole. Have you heard her story on Stephen Colbert about how she went to go open a blanket, and there was in an airline, she went to go open a blanket and she saw something in it, and it was like this big and brown and flaky.
Yeah.
And it was poop. Okay,
Yeah.
well, so then she was like, okay, and she's like, people, Delta, Delta, Delta. And then she started going on her story. And then this lady was like, what was it? Delta? And she's like, no, it was Virgin. Yes, it was Delta. And then she was like, shut up. Oh, wait, I'm going to curse. She's like, shut up, you garbage bitch. No, wait, dumpster bitch. She's like, you're a dumpster bitch. I was like, oh. But it was great.
I love it.
All right, we have not only do we have a Mr. Rodney, but we also have Mr. Rick here. Hello.
Hey!
Rodney says, hey. And Rick says, hello from Fort Wilderness. That sounds really rugged.
Yo, speaking of ruggedness, it was Rick's birthday, like literally yesterday or 2 days ago. It hasn't been probably yesterday, but happy birthday, Rick.
Happy birthday, Rick. Oh my gosh, we just have Rodney and now we have Rick. Like,
yep.
January, the end of January, February, it's like busy for Nightcap viewers. So, all right. And we also have a third shadow person. So, hello, Shadow. The Shadow knows.
I hope it's not me. I'm so worried.
No, I don't. It counts for viewers. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
We're shadowing ourselves. It could be me. Actually, it might be me. No, it's not. It's not me. All right. So, okay. I'm sorry that I monopolized a whole 10 minutes segment. Ms. Joy, what have you been up to?
I've been obsessing over Kingdom Hearts 3.
Did that come out yet, or is it just...
Yes, bro. It came out January 29th. And I've been finding all kinds of ways to just sit and be a loser and play it all the time. But I'm so sleepy.
I was gonna say, that's probably the hardest thing about having a new game. Is you want to be so obsessed about it, but then you have to live life.
Yeah.
Are you streaming it at all? Are you killing two birds with one stone? No.
No, I don't have there's not enough like Wi-Fi bandwidth power to be streaming that whole thing. I'm not doing that. Okay. Besides, everyone's doing that. Like I don't want to. I want to enjoy the story on my own. I don't want to have to stream it and worry about how I look and my reaction, faces, and I don't want to do all that.
See, I think no, that's what makes you a good streamer. Because I'm like, I just don't care. I'm like, I'm just playing the game because I feel like it. Like, like, I might as well just do both.
I don't want to do it because this past week, I've just been so sleepy that I'm not even really streaming long enough for me to really be genuine. So by the time I play it, it's 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I'm tired. The cutscenes are so long. I'm, like I don't. The game is gonna be long. I don't want to sit and have to stream parts of that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just play the game because I've been waiting 13 years for it.
Yeah. See, I've never been a Kingdom Hearts person.
Oh.
I loved Disney. It's so funny that you're talking about Disney because Rick just said, thank you. It's rugged here at Disney. It's funny. I was like a Disney person when I was like little. And then I like learned about Walt Disney and like in like a world civilizations class too. And I was like, oh, he's really gross. And then I saw Up and it made me cry during a first date.
Oh my God.
So I've like boycotted Disney ever since. I'm like, you make me cry all the time. Not cool. And Rodney says, yes, it's 40 plus hours of story, but I'll spend over 100 hours playing. Are you a completionist, Rodney? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, he is. I'm not. I'm like, get in, get out, let me finish.
Yeah. I remember being so young, just playing Metal Gear Solid over and over again. Oh, I want to play it, saving Otacon, that way I get the camouflage, that way I can play the game over again. I want to play I just remember playing like massive games like multiple times just to get the stupid outfits.
No, thank you.
Ugh.
After Baby got me the PlayStation Classic, and that does have Metal Gear Solid on it. So it did make me want to play it again. So I've been fighting that urge. But then Kingdom Hearts 3 is front and center. But then I also, thanks to Baby, she got me the new God of War as an early Valentine's Day present. So now that's another game that I have to tack on so that I can play. So I'm trying not to see humans the past like 3-4 weekends, but it's so far not happening.
Speaking of weekends, here, wait, I gotta take this off the wall. Okay. Oh shit, I took it off the wrong way. Fuck.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh.
Fuck. See, look, the command strips didn't come off. Rodney says God of War is an amazing game. Wait, what are they up to? Is it God of War 4?
Well, there was God of War 3. That's the last one I played recently. And then they have a new God of War where Kratos is a dad. And he has a son that I think is called Boy. I don't know. He has a name. I don't think you find out until the end.
But is he like Zeus? Is it like a mortal mother?
God of War, the story got so confuddled with me that I just played it just to play and beat it. But I think Kratos is the son of Zeus and the son of what was it, Athena or Hera? One of those. Ronnie will definitely correct me. Please do. But he's the son of Zeus, and Zeus didn't want him. Or
I was gonna say, if it was Hera, that's Zeus's wife. He really didn't have sex with his wife, so it probably is Athena.
It's Zeus. Well, Zeus did some evil stuff, and Kratos accidentally killed his own family. So Kratos was trying to get revenge on Zeus this whole time. So God of War 3, the last one I just played, was Kratos was just hell bent on killing Zeus the whole time.
Okay.
So now that that's over, I don't even remember how it ends right now, but
stop it.
It's only like a month or two ago.
Well, you know what? God of War, just in general, I feel like it's just an excuse to hack and slash.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Right? Like what was it called? Metal Gear Rising? Like it was just an excuse to hack and slash. Really, like nobody cares about the storyline for a hack and slasher. With the exception of maybe Devil May Cry. I feel like
I really love that.
Yeah, I've look at that. I knew it.
And even then, I wasn't so concerned about the story. I just knew Dante was like a half human, half demon. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. But let me just kill everything. Oh, there is one I also like too. I have it up there. It's called Chaos Legion.
Chaos Legion? What's that?
It's another game with a story I don't remember, but I have it proudly on my shelf wall. And then the other one, actually, God, there's two. I'm sorry, there's two of them. One of the hack and slashers that I loved was Dante's Inferno, which is another like epic saga game. Yeah, it's actually based on the poem, what is it, Seven Circles of Hell or whatever.
Yes, and the only reason why I know that game is because I know that it has penis in it.
Yeah, I really should have. I let someone borrow it because my dad was pressuring me to let someone borrow it, and they never returned it, so I bought the game again. But that one was a really good game. I feel like it's somewhere, and it should. Oh yeah, my cousin. It's in there. I'm just trying to see it with my eye. But my cousin gave me Dante's Inferno again, and I was like, oh. And then another game is Gungrave. That's more like a shooting, not shooting and slashing. Those games I like.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You can hear me typing. I just had to ask Rodney if he got a PlayStation Classic. He said that he didn't, just because he didn't want one, and I want one so badly because they. It's so funny. Sony is so funny. Like when they feel like being like, what was the Vita? The Vita is impossible to like break into. Like they worked so hard to make sure it was so secure. And then the PlayStation Classic, literally, Joy, all you need to do is put a USB into it and you can like
crack that junk.
Crack it, like boom, like you don't even like you don't even have to do it directly onto it. You can just like put it on there. Rodney says I can just or he allegedly says that he can download an emulator and play all the games that he previously owns on CDs. That's what he said. And not just all the games that he wants and does not also own, because he only emulates games that he owns.
Okay.
That's not what he said.
There's a couple of games on the Classic that I was like, yeah, and then a lot of them I was like, no. Like,
yeah.
What are these?
I watched a review about it. I'm like, okay, so they basically gave you a whole bunch of stuff that nobody wants, like maybe like 3 games out of like 15. That's not a good ratio. That's not a good rate. That's not good. You know what I have to say? Sony, look at the games that you gave out for free with it. All right. A lot of people are going to have memories playing those games. Look at the games that you are still selling merchandise for, or games that are still around. Metal Gear Solid, perfectly good, right? That series is still going on. Kids that only played from 3 on, yeah, maybe they should go back and read the first book, right? Let's find out where Harry Potter came from. All right. Look, how much parappa shit? Sorry, Julian. Don't use that word. How much parappa shit are you selling?
So much parappa stuff.
Did you get that at Target? Because I saw one at Target. I almost bought it.
I got that from PlayStation Experience.
Okay, they are still selling parappa shit. Okay, there is no reason why they couldn't have parappa 1, parappa 2. Boom. Completionist. They really should have. All right, they should have, because that is where the rhythm game genre is dead. Okay, that was its heyday. They should have had rhythm games in there, at least one. If you have 15 games, one to two. Have some obscure thing, like Japanese role-playing game, all right, that like hardcore fans will want, because people that like Japanese role-playing games love that shit. Rodney just said bust a groove. Exactly. All right, that's where they went wrong. They should have had me picking out the games.
Seriously, because I have the box in front of me. I don't know if you want me to bust that out, but
yeah,
the lists of games on here, I was like 5 of them I'm good with, and the rest of them were like, what is this? I've never heard of this.
Rodney, I agree. Bust a Groove 1 and Bust a Groove 2. Boom, done. Done. So many people would have bought that shit, but no.
I know. Once, because I went to GameStop like a month or two before. Obviously, I did not know that this was coming, but I went into GameStop and I asked. I was like, "So, the Classic, it used to be such and such, and now it's down. Like the price got lowered to $60. Like, why?" And the guy explained to me, he's like, "Well, this is this and this and this and this." And I was like, "Oh, well, if that's how it is, no, why would anyone want to buy that? Because it's not even what." So then I got it and I was like, oh snap. it's so cute. Like physically, it's so small. It's the most. Oh, I'll show you that too, real quick. It's the most adorable thing in the. Oh shit! I can't because I hold on. It's hooked up to. I'm just gonna pull it.
Nice teeth shot. Oh.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, hold on. Let me pull it.
I felt like a dental hygienist. Have you been flossing?
It's the cute. I'm gonna put like cover it. This is like it's like in your hand. It's so adorable.
That
It's
is
so
really
portable.
That's really cute. And the buttons, do you click?
You can press the button. This doesn't come out.
Yeah, but you can still click it, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can press it. It's cool.
Oh,
So that part I like. It's hella small. So I like the fact that it is very simplistic, that you only really need two cords to hook this thing up,
mm-hmm.
which I'm like, great. So I don't have to lug around my giant ass PlayStation 4 when I can just, if I really want, if we go on vacation or something, I could just
Yeah.
pop that in. But I'm sorry, the box, this thing. There's
I was
4,
gonna say, which
5.
5 games are you happy that you have? That you basically paid $60 for 5 games that are, in other terms, kind of obsolete.
Okay, my top 5 is Jumping Flash,
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid,
Yes.
Revelations Persona,
Yes.
Wild Arms,
Hmm.
and Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Those are the top ones that I'm like, yeah, those are. I mean, even though I know obviously Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite, but
No.
it's a true classic of PlayStation. So
Yes. Yes. That made the greatest hits in like a week.
now the ones that I'm okay with is Cool Borders 2.
Everybody
Odd.
had that game.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I played Cool Borders as a demo or something, and I liked it.
Yes.
So that one, Odd World, Abe's Odyssey, Rayman,
Oh.
Siphon Filter, Tekken 3,
Okay. A fighting game. Solid.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, and Twisted Metal.
Yes, yes. I feel like Twisted Metal. Yep.
Yeah.
Like my ideal PlayStation classic, Parappa 2. Jeremy Lammy. I know. Don't put it on there. I know. That it's for me.
Well, Parappa 2 was on PlayStation 2.
Oh, well then never mind. Parappa 1. Oh. Even though the graphics are seriously, the graphics are like the same. They didn't have to wait.
Yeah. No.
They just waited that way they could like be like, look, you need like the oh wait, no, because of Disney, they won't do that. But like you could have like the Star Wars like the racing game with like
oh yeah.
Oh wait, that was PlayStation 2, I think. Damn it.
The one I played for PlayStation that was Star Wars was the Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I really like that one.
Oh, you know what else they could have had? Some Tomb Raider. There was no reason. Qbert.
Isn't that on Qbert? No. Oh wait, there's Intelligent Cube, but it's spelled Qube.
Okay.
But I don't know what the heck that is. There's some games I've never heard of.
Oh, Rodney says Xenogears. I've never heard of that.
I have Xenogears, bro. Oh my gosh. I still have to hold on. I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna show you Xenogears.
I'm like, and the thing that's annoying too, like they should come out with another edition of it. I'm saying PlayStation. There is a fan base that would want this. Fix it. Oh wait, here we go. Wait a second.
This is Star Wars, the Phantom Menace that I have.
Oh.
And then I have to play Xenogears, I swear, but like I have it. Here it is. So I tried to be as gamer as I possibly can. I have these things. I just don't play them currently because I'm awful. I'm an awful person.
Yeah.
I also have Vagrant Story as well, but I just haven't played it. Like I haven't played it in forever. Oh God. And then I have these are two other I have a bunch of I have Suidoken. I don't know if you can see it. I have this one and the second one.
Oh.
So like I have stuff in here, just so caught up with all the other games that I don't even have time to play those classic PlayStation games.
Did I tell you that a friend of mine sold one of the hardest PlayStation games ever to like a used, or like one of the hardest games to like get ever?
What game was it?
War of Rose.
Oh, wait, was that the one we were talking about before? It has to do with like a girl and
Yeah. He like
something inappropriate.
Well, yeah, like two 6-year-old girls kissing. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I think like he sold it to them because he wanted to get like an Xbox or something. But like I think he didn't have all the stuff in pristine condition, but if he did, it would have been like $300.
Yeah, these games go for a lot of money.
And
like
then
even I have an unopened copy of a game. Like I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know whether to sell it. I got it for a present, but I'm like, do I sell that and just buy a used copy? Because it's not going to be worth anything if I open
it. That's up to, I think, is it an old game?
It's Persona 2.
Actually, you could probably get a nice chunk of change for that. I would just buy it used.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would sell it because like you are a fan of the Persona series.
Yeah.
You know what, Rodney? War of Rose, because I watched somebody do a playthrough on YouTube and like they weren't really talking during it, so it was perfect. And I got a chance to like skip forward all the like really clunky like mechanics as far as like the fighting mechanic when you were like walking through the state, like the board. And the storyline was actually really good.
That's what I like.
The story was good.
There are two games on that classic that I thought they would have had. One was Medieval. It's like MEDIEVAL or EVIL. And the other one was Soul Reaver or Soul.
Yes.
I'm like, those were on PlayStation. Why didn't they put them in there?
I think it all depends who they as far as like the rights, like getting the people to like sign on. And especially I think sometimes it can be hard if like a small like independent company like made those games that doesn't exist anymore, then trying to track the people. Like, do you know what I mean? I think that might complicate things just a little, probably just a little bit. Yeah, so PlayStation Classic. I don't have monies, but if I did, I would want to buy it just so that I could use the Classic instead of having to use it on my computer. For some reason, I've never really been good at emulating things other than NES and Nintendo 64. Those are the only things that I can, because then it gets like weird where it's like you need to like do an image, and then I'm like, I don't understand what that means. But like Nintendo 64 and like Nintendo 64 games super easy, and Nintendo 64 and NES games are super easy. But now that I have the NES Classic, the like 4 games that I like super love, well, 4 or 5 games that I super love, I just added to it. So I think
you're set.
Yeah, so if I had the PlayStation Classic, I would probably do the same thing. I would gut out what I needed to gut out, just add the little like USB, and then have Parappa and Jam-a-Lammy. Oh, I freaking love that game. And it's so funny because you hate that game. I have an early, I guess, Valentine's Day anniversary present. And I'm super excited because it's coming up on the 10th, so this weekend. So Cupid is like the best about things. We're going to see the musical Waitress, which I've been wanting to see since it came out. In fact, and I was a little scared because it came out so long ago that I'm like afraid that it's gonna like close before I get a chance to see it. And so it's about a waitress who works at a pie diner, and she makes all these different pies. And so somebody made this, and he bought this off Etsy, and they are the actual pies that she made. And so I'm going to read off a couple of them. So there's baby screaming its head off in the middle of the night and ruining my life pie. It's a New York style cheesecake, brandy brushed with pecans and nutmeg. There is I Don't Want Earl's Baby Pie, quiche with brie cheese and smoked ham center. I Hate My Husband Pie. You take bittersweet chocolate and don't sweeten it. You make it into a pudding and drown it in caramel.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And then I Can't Have No Affair Because It's Wrong, and I Don't Want Earl to Kill Me Pie. Vanilla custard with banana. Wait, hold the banana.
No banana over here.
Yes, so we will be seeing the musical Waitress. And so the really cool thing is that Sarah Bareilles, I'm not gonna write you a love song. She wrote the music and the lyrics for this, and she was supposed to be the one that we were watching play the main character in this. But I don't know if that's actually going to work out. But we are the left center mezzanine, row A.
Ooh.
So that's a little fancy. So that's a really good gift, and I am excited. So, and then he also bought a whole bunch of like bakery scented candles.
Okay.
So when I came home, I smelled pie.
You're like, who's cooking? Who's baking pies in here?
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. I was like, this is so much better. Which I made cookies tonight, so that was a good thing. Very good thing. All right. So I will be seeing Waitress. I'm super excited. I'm very excited. And I'm poor.
It's going to be a wonderful experience.
I'm poor. My stupid job, they did I tell you guys that I didn't have insurance for like 3 months? Because
no.
I had so I had to get rid of like my hours at like Starbucks in order to work enough at my other job in order to have benefits. So like I worked really hard for like a month doing like all the things, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna like and the girl in charge of finances at my other job, she didn't send me the sheet in time, and I was talking to her and I was like, can you insurance? And she was like, oh, well, She was like, oh, well, open enrollment's going to happen in January, so do it then. So because she said that, I had three months of not having insurance. I had 3 months of not having insurance. So God forbid I could have gotten sick or
Really
injured.
sick.
Yeah. And had to pay out of pocket. Should have been crazy. Mm-mm. I was doing my taxes. Do you know how much money in penalties? Do you know how much money in penalties I have to pay for not having insurance for only 3 months?
No.
$174.
Yo, I also don't think I had insurance for 3 months. Well, was it?
That's $174, ma'am.
Yeah, because I thought I had it, and then so from like January to March, I thought I had something, and I didn't, and I had to, and then April 1st it kicked some bull crap. Like, yeah.
You will not be getting $174. My tax return is like last year it was like close to 900, and like now it's like 3 something. I'm like, that's all my money.
Yeah, I have to tweak my taxes. I mean, I'm in a situation. I'm just trying to figure out what to do because all my money, I've only worked in New York State, so I only have that one W-2, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it as a New Jersey citizen.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling because the way I just did it, it's like I owe the government money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, like I didn't want to do that. So
well, because you're paying, it's almost like you're paying double taxes now.
Yeah, and I'm just mad because I don't get a return from what I just did. Again, I'm gonna go in there and tweak it and see if I just did something wrong.
Yeah,
but I don't get anything. I'm just paying. I'm so mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And this was the first time in having a job that, you know how like you can like claim yourself?
Yeah.
This is the first year that I didn't claim myself. So typically if you don't claim yourself at the end of the year, you get more back because you didn't claim yourself. So I didn't claim myself, and yet I'm getting back very, very, very little. And in the back of my mind,
able to claim yourself, like why?
No. So when you claim yourself, they give you more of your money. Like they take out less in taxes. And if they take out less in taxes, then at the end of the year, you don't get as much back.
Oh.
So I was thinking I'd rather like use it as like a savings account.
Yeah.
And like give them more. That way at the end of the year, I get back more.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean?
Did not work. Yeah.
And that didn't work. And I don't know why that didn't work. But
it's messed up on all sides. I'm so sad.
Oh, Rodney says I'm probably going to end up owing the government because I wasn't working in the first few months of 2018. Rodney, we had no idea.
Yeah. I'm just glad we're sharing this because all of our taxes are effed up. Like it's just so adult stuff. It's so annoying.
I want to take a screenshot, and I'm gonna take a screenshot, and I'm gonna. Who is going to write me out a check for $174 for your mistake?
Oh God.
Right.
Yeah.
Except for that, and then there's that whole thing that like, well, like if I do that, then will they be mean to me and then like try to like F up my situation?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about my job.
Oh.
Yeah, if I'm like,
oh no.
Or do I just take the loss? It's funny because I talked to my boss about it, and she was like, "No, you shouldn't have to pay that." I'm like, "I know."
But yet here we are in the
I know. And it's the same girl that it's funny because literally at the meeting that they had today, they were like, "Oh yeah, do they know about the program where if you refer a friend, you get money for working here?" And my boss was like, "Yeah, none of my employees believe in it. You know why? Because my best friend, she told me to work there, and on the sheet it said, 'How did you get this job?' And I said, 'A friend.' And then the lady that didn't give me my stuff for benefits is the same lady that is supposed to hand out this amount of money. Guess what? She said, 'Oh, well, you didn't write down who the friend is, so I can't give it to anyone.'"
What?
I was like, "Excuse me?" And then she's like, "Yeah, that's because you could just say that somebody told you that didn't, and then you both could split the money." And I'm like, "Do you want to see the middle school yearbook that I have with Tammy signing it?"
Right.
And then she was like, "I don't need to see that. I believe you." And I was like, "Okay, then you can give her check." And she's like, "No, I can't." And then I was like, "Well, then fine. What if I quit?" And then she writes my name down on the thing.
Exactly, stupid.
And then she's like, "Well, you wouldn't need to do that." I'm just like, ah. And she's also the same lady that told me that that we don't get 15-minute breaks in my department because we're not union, even though the handbook specifically states that we do. I told my boss, I said, that's in the rule book. That is allowed to be there. I will give you my 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And then after I said that, then she's like, I talked to headquarters and they said that you don't get it. And then I said something about wanting to leave. And then she's like, "Oh, yeah, you can." So I'm like,
trying to make you happy.
I'm like, "You're just a bullshitter. Like, you are not good at your job." Like it's funny. I just don't like her because she just screws everybody over.
That's a mess.
And I don't think that's right.
No, but I mean, you have to look out for you at the number one. Like, number one priority is yourself.
I know. And as far as I'm concerned,
job.
And I say this because some of the people in my department don't take 15-minute breaks. I'm like, "No, take your 15-minute break. You are entitled to it."
Because if not,
you know what?
Run all over you.
You know what it is? It's because before I started working there, all the people in the activities department, they never took 15-minute breaks because they didn't have coverage for it. But the thing about it is that if somebody sat in the room and covered it legally, which if I didn't have somebody to cover me, like if I was just working one person on the floor, then if I call the CNA over, like, "Oh, can you watch my room for a second?" They say, "Sure." Then I can go outside, enjoy my 15-minute break, come back up, and then it's done. I did that once. I had to work a Saturday all by myself when I first started. And I ran out and I was like, "I need somebody to cover me." I was like, "I gotta go pee." And really, I ran outside and I smoked a cigarette, came back up. You know what the person was doing? The person was on their phone. Okay? So why are you making it a big deal about having to cover for somebody when you're doing my job and just watching people watch a movie and you're on your phone? You should be like, "Yeah, I'd love to cover you. I get to be on my phone." You like that? Head nod. Sorry, I'm ranting now.
Well, I mean, it's pent up frustrations. That's all.
Sorry.
No, it is okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot. All right. Anything else, Miss Joy?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Are you just saying that because I'm going like this?
No. I mean,
okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was the biggest thing I had. I mean, most besides that, I've just been Netflixing it.
Are you still Squall? Is that the guy's name? Squall? Squall?
Squall.
Oh, I was right. Wait, isn't that the character's name?
from Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah.
Okay, then no. Fun fact, if you want to know a fun Nightcap fact, me and Joy, we bonded over two things, and that is Final Fantasy X too, because of the costume change, as well as singing. You know those CD compilation discs?
Oh, like that's what I call music.
Yes. Yep. Except for that wasn't the one that we used to sing. The commercials growing up, I used to memorize like all the songs in the commercials, like the rate in which they did it. And me and Joy used to sing that, right?
To each other.
Yes. I turn to you like a flower leading towards the sun. I turn to you. Don't call me baby. I think night dancing free until the morning light. I'm blue if I'm mean. I don't mind it. I don't need all. Now with more fast action-paced music in the 90s. Don't call me baby. If that's what takes you high. That's what a nervous breakdown looks like. Me and Joy would sing that during history class. Fun fact. Okay. All right. I think this is a good time for us to go.
Yes.
All right. Happy birthday, Rick. Sorry you had to see that. Woo. Rodney, we love you. And I love Jamalami just like you.
Boo.
All right. What's your sign off going to sound like, Nurse Joy?
My sound off?
Yeah. What are you going to say? How are you going to say I love you, people?
I love y'all. Be careful. Stay safe. And enjoy yourselves.
That's it?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. I'm finding the outro music because I'm being I was going to say, look at this. Oh, Rick said, Rodney said, love you. And Rick said, thank you. Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma. We love you, Rodney. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. I hate it when that happens.